Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
If you're trying to beat addiction, the last thing you want to hear is that there's nowhere to go to get help. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. Andrea has the evening off. Everyone dealing with the addiction epidemic, local lawmakers, law enforcement, and addiction counselors have all expressed the need for more treatment facilities. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hocker tonight found some people who say there's always help out there. It just might not be in the town where you live.
We are never going to be able to use the justice system to get everybody into recovery. It just doesn't work.
The North Dakota Addiction Counselors Association's annual conference covered many topics, and of course, one of the main ones being how to best go about treating those battling addiction.
We have to work on our laws to make treatment more available and the justice system a part of that program and not the answer to what is happening in this epidemic.
Those same sentiments have been echoed by people in all sectors of work looking to curb the addiction epidemic. A recent post by the West Fargo Police talked about the treatment center shortage. Not just facilities, but employees needed to work them. However, recovery coach Carrie Leno says the shortage of treatment facilities in our area shouldn't stop people from getting the help they need.
There's places in Crookston, there's places in the cities, there's places Rochester, I mean there's places everywhere. And so if these ones are full, then let's just broaden the area and let's see what else we can find.
Some treatment facilities will even come pick you up, says Leno, because when an addict says they need help, they truly mean it.
Don't give up hope. And if you want to get into treatment and you're having a hard time finding the doors that'll open for you, we are here to help.
Cornelius Hocker, Valley News Live.
And if you or someone you know is battling addiction, we have phone numbers and contact information for you to get help. Just look on this story on our website at valleynewslive.com. Investigators are still working on a dollar amount for damage after a fire in downtown Fargo. A little after 10 this morning, an apartment kitchen fire caused more than just distress in that downtown area. Significant water damage from the sprinkler system affected businesses below the apartment. As we found out, it was really quite a mess. Eyes on Broadway, O'Day Cache, Proper and Prim, and Chantilly all had water damage.
One lady lives upstairs. She couldn't get in her building. She came and stand inside. She said, Deb, thank you for letting me stand in here when it's warm. And I said, have a cup of coffee while you're here. So we make fun of it. You know, it is what it is.
Fire officials are still investigating the cause. They also say people living there should be back in their apartments tonight. I thought today's combination of light snow, wind, and cold was probably the most challenging weather we've faced all week. Certainly the most frustrating. Hutch has been listening to me complain all week. Maybe you'll have something better to offer us for tonight. Hutch?
No, not really. It looks like more wind and cold tonight. Maybe break out the long johns if you're heading out and about. Temperatures are in the 20s in northwest Minnesota, warming to the low 30s in Fargo today. We do have warmer weather out to the west. It is just going to take a bit of time to get here. It's still gusty out there to about 30 miles per hour for Fergus Falls, Fargo, and Grand Forks. Heading into the evening, the wind should die down. We'll see partly cloudy skies as the snow exits, but temperatures will be in the 20s. Notice the wind speeds dying down across our region, under 10 miles per hour in most locations. Now, we do have warmer weather to talk about, but there are a couple of hitches in the giddy-up, and I'll tell you all about them here in just a moment, Mike.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A Greenbush, Minnesota couple has been arrested for allegedly stealing a small arsenal of guns. 21-year-old Skylar Burkle and 28-year-old Devin Creel are both charged with felony charge of aiding and abetting theft of firearms. It carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Now, the pair allegedly shoplifted 5 guns valued at over $2,100. Police have declined to comment on Devin Creel's claim that the reason they stole the guns was to pay back a debt to another man who was threatening her children. However, at this time, no one else has been arrested in connection with this case. A North Dakota state representative from Minot has pleaded guilty after crashing his vehicle into a parked car in December and blew more than double the legal limit on a breathalyzer test. 69-year-old Roger L. Brabant will serve 2 years of unsupervised probation for striking the parked vehicle, and the judge ordered him to serve community service in lieu of jail time for the DUI charge. Brabant has represented District 5 in the North Dakota legislature since 2011. It's Friday, so that means it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say this man, Andrew Davidson, is wanted for failure to appear, theft of property, and a probation violation for issuing checks without an account. All are felonies. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on his whereabouts. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Now, the month is a group of senators in Washington focusing on sexual assault on college campuses and trying to find ways they can help to stop the violence before it starts. Our Washington correspondent Kelly Meyer has our story.
Virginia Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner are pushing for new resources to stop campus sexual assault.
The campus sexual assault issue is a very real one, and it's real because across the board, the time in somebody's life when they're most likely to be a victim of sexual assault is age 16 to 24.
They're teaming up with Senators Kirsten Gillibrand and Claire McCaskill on the Campus Accountability and Safety Act that would reform the way universities and colleges prevent, respond, and report crimes. For Senator Warner, it's an issue that hits close to home.
As a father, as a legislator, I thought it was really important that we change that we say this is not acceptable.
Together, the senators are asking for at least $130 million and more manpower to combat the issue.
A complaint gets filed that could be a complaint against the university. It would take years to resolve. If the complaint is valid, you want to resolve it faster because that will help the survivor.
But overall, both senators believe it is the students who hold the power to change the face of the problem.
We can pass laws, but at the end of the day, that's also going to have to be the culture at the university, from the fraternities, the sororities, the administration, and frankly, just student to student.
In Washington, I'm Kelly Meyer, Valley News Live.
The senators also spent time meeting with students at the University of Virginia. Senator Kaine got inspiration from those students for another bill that was signed into law that calls for educating students on sexual violence before they get to college. 2 people are in the hospital, another escaped injury in 3 separate crashes early this morning. A 52-year-old Fargo woman is in the hospital after she rolled her Suburban west of Leonard, North Dakota. She was life-flighted from the crash scene on Highway 46, about 40 miles southwest of Fargo, to Sanford. The hospital says it has no condition report available. There was a second crash, this one on Highway 46 near Kindred, which is being blamed in part on icy roads. Investigators say a 15-year-old girl was trying to pass another vehicle when she hit a patch of ice. Her pickup went out of control, hit the ditch, and then rolled. The teen was not injured. And a man from Oslo, Minnesota is in critical condition in the Twin Cities Hospital after rolling his pickup near Alexandria. Danny Eklund was driving east along I-94 when the rollover occurred. A heads up for drivers who take 45th Street in Fargo. Starting on Monday, 45th will be reduced to 1 lane in each direction between Main and 3rd Avenues North. Fargo city officials say it is a part of the project that will connect Fargo's water to West Fargo. This lane closure will expect to be in place for the next 2 weeks. And starting on Tuesday, the intersection of Broadway and 32nd Avenue North will also be closed. The closure is part of a project that is replacing utilities along Broadway and is expected to last a month. A detour will be in place to direct traffic. Independent insurance agents from across the country gathered in our nation's capital this week to talk issues relating to crops, land, and property. Several area agents who are part of the Professional Insurance Agents of North Dakota, or PIA, met with North Dakota U.S. Senators John Hoeven and Heidi Heitkamp about legislation currently affecting your insurance. They tell us agents and lawmakers agree that monitoring the crop insurance program is especially important to people in our state.
So right now with these low commodity prices, I've been meeting with crop insurance agents to make sure we're doing everything we can to help farmers with this important risk management tool.
They also talked about recent rate increases and remapping for flood insurance, and they say health care reform is making coverage unaffordable for many in North Dakota. Florida is certainly a popular place these days. Later on Valley News Live at 6, why a local family will spend some time in the Sunshine State.
Speaking of sunshine, a pretty nice sunrise after a few flakes flew overnight, but more flew in the midday hours across the FM area. A little warm up this weekend. I'll tell you all about it next.